By no means was I a fan of this man that recently passed away in Kevin Samuels, but some of the stuff that's out here right now, let's get into it. I just had to come up here and say this. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I am no fan of Kevin Samuels. Wasn't a fan. Personally, it's not that I had anything against the guy personally. I just felt like what he's saying, I don't know. I mean, Prince of Club Atlantis used to call him the barbarian man, because he used to get off on how he went into people and stuff. I'm not impressed, or I wasn't impressed rather, because what he was saying, I done heard from 1,000 different YouTubers, mostly black. But some of the ways that people are going in on this man now that he's died, oh, you judge people, now judgment's gonna be laid on you, and oh, he put out all this advice, but it was his mama that had to confirm his death, not his girlfriend, not his wife. And I'm like, on the girlfriend, wife not on his mama confirming it. First off, his mama had to find out through social media. She wasn't even informed yet. So there's that. And guess what? We all gonna face judgment when we leave this world. So as far as him judging, that judge not, yes, you should be judged. A lot of times, I think it's an excuse for it's an excuse for, and yeah, I rarely cuss in my videos anymore, but to me, that's what it is. That's what it is. And let me tell you something. For people that want to call it misogynistic, from News One of all places, calling this man misogynist and that, he went in on men too, folks. I got news for you. He went in on the men as well. So, no, miss me with that. And may I say, in fact, about a month before he died, he went in on one of the biggest subjects. He went in hard on Will and Jada. He went in hard on that too. In fact, the clip I'm gonna play in a second, he went in on harder on Will Smith than he did Jada. To tell you the truth, he went in on harder on Will Smith. And y'all going in on him like he the devil himself. Like he was the devil himself that died. I didn't hear y'all go in this hard on Bishop Eddie Long. And what some of the stuff he was accused of doing was far worse than anything Kevin Samuels said or did. I don't know. I mean, to me, dancing on this man's grave ain't gonna make your situation no better. And if you dancing this hard or saying stuff like this, chances are this man was probably talking about you. Maybe not directly, but some of the things he was describing probably hit a little closer to home than you would like. So, here's this clip that he said, little bits he said on Will Smith. I did edit it down, and I'm gonna put it in such ways that hopefully it gets by YouTube, that I don't get in trouble. And these are his words about the situation that happened at the Oscars. And this is just, and the reason I'm playing this clip, yes, he does do his usual thing on women, particularly black women, but he goes in on the men too. So this whole misogynistic, that he was a misogynist and this and that like he never went in on the men, nah, y'all need to quit that. Anyway, here's that clip.
We have been drug into the Smith family debacle for the past 3 years. None of us asked to be here. None of us asked Jada Pinkett Smith to go make Red Table Talk and start discussing the intimate details of her family and such and so forth. You know, and Will, you ain't escaping from this free either, my friend. Will Smith don't have to cuss to sell on his records, but I do. You chose your image. You chose to marry a woman, Jada Pinkett Smith, who everyone knew, and you even knew she was still in love with Tupac. You chose that. And what y'all choose to do in your own personal, private life is one thing. But I find it funny how so many people are trying to frame this as a man standing up for his family. What about Chris Rock's motherfucking family? What about Chris Rock's people? What about Chris Rock's kids? Why does Chris Rock get to get punched or slapped on international television and that's okay? And you got black women and black men co-signing this. Black men, I want you to be clear. If you are running out defending this bullshit, you need your head checked. Pounding your chest, jumping out of the window, defending this Captain Save 'em kind of stuff ain't gonna get you any brownie points. Not gonna get you any brownie points. Not gonna get you anything. But you got all of mother flipping security watched Will Smith march up to the stage. What did they think he was gonna do? Hug Chris Rock? Yell at him? Chris Rock didn't know what was going on because the joke wasn't bad. And the assumption, and let's get this whole disease. She's got a disease. This woman doesn't have pancreatic cancer. Her life is not in jeopardy. It is alopecia. Men have it too when they lose their beard, when they lose their splotchy hair. It is not so traumatic that she is to be handled with kid gloves. And let's remember, Will Smith threw his head back laughing, ha 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 ha, until he looked over at Jada Pinkett Smith, and then automatically, boom, you know what happened? Execute Order 66. That is exactly what happened. Enter battery into back, enter self-destruction mode, black man. Will Smith jumped up and executed Order 56. He went up there on the night to where everyone knew he was going to win. And what did he do? Made a fool out of himself. Made everyone in the audience feel uncomfortable. To where people are sitting back consoling him. Oh, poor Will. Man, screw Will Smith in this regard, man. Why y'all patting Will on the back? Tyler and Denzel, why didn't y'all go talk to Chris Rock and say, that's disgusting, what happened to you?
Now that was just little snippets from one of his final podcasts before his death this past Friday. And by the way, there has been a correction on the age. He was actually 57 years old, not 56 as initially reported. But let me say, I just put those little snips just to show that he went in on the men too. He didn't just go in on the women. He went in on the men too. My final thoughts on Kevin Samuels, of course, he comes from a more pro-blackish point of view, or he came from. I'm talking like the man's still alive. But he came from a more pro-blackish point of view, which he had every right to do. Me personally, I gave that up a long time ago because I've just learned over the years that a lot of these things are universal. Doesn't matter what race or creed you are. But let's be honest, in society, race still does play a factor. You think Will Smith would have been able to get away with that if that would have been, say, Jon Stewart or Adam Sandler or Jim Carrey. I mean, we got to go there. I'm sorry. We got to go there. Do you think he would have been able to just march up on the stage and just take his seat after smacking? No, he'd have been escorted out of the building in handcuffs, even if he was Will Smith. And as we saw with the Dave Chappelle thing, it might have been just some ordinary mode that did that, even to a Chris Rock. He'd have been escorted out of there. And Kevin Samuels pointed it out, and he was correct on that. I gave credit where it was due when it came to him. I didn't like him, but I gave credit where it was due when he was right about something, and he was 100% right about that. So all these people that are celebrating him, remember, even scumbags have someone that loves them. Remember, Kevin Samuels still has a mother and a daughter from a previous relationship that still loved him. Y'all think about that. Y'all think about, what if you died? I don't care. And I wouldn't do it. Forget that. What if you died? And people was talking all kinds of crap about you around their loved ones. Think about it.